I have a really bad feeling about this. Yeah, it's nasty. The moment of truth. I hope this works. Hi, it's Bimarzan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to fix the rear wash nozzle on a BMW 1 Series. So first, let me show you what's going on. As you can see, the washing fluid is not coming out of the nozzle at appropriate quantities, but what's more concerning is that I have a small stream of washer fluid coming from underneath the trunk. So that means that the fluid is coming out of the wiper motor mechanism and it drains from underneath. I have a really bad feeling about this. Let's open up the trunk and see what's going on here. And oh yeah, it's nice and wet. Okay, so first thing that I'm gonna do is just remove the rear wiper. So I first have to release this cover here. I'm going to use this plastic trim removal tool so I don't damage anything. And I should be able to just pop off this cover. Oh yeah, it's a bit stuck. Let's try a little bit of WD-40. Here's how this nozzle looks like. There is a nut here that I need to remove. And as you can see, everything is a bit rusty. More WD-40. This nut is 13 millimeter. Now let's try and undo it. Now I can remove the nozzle. There's also a tiny spring washer here. I've put back the nut here and now I can use a small puller tool to pull off the blade. And I did that because I don't want to damage the tip of the shaft. And it's off. Okay, now I can move on to removing the wiper motor mechanism. I have to remove this back cover, and to do that I first have to remove the two Phillips screws here and the two T25 Torx here. Then I need to separate these two trims, so I'm going to use my trim removal tool again. And now I should be able to pull away the cover. Yeah, I know, it's a bit scary, but this is the way it's supposed to be done. And yeah, plenty of washer fluid in here. Now I need to guide out this emergency release. So I just have to pull it out and remove it. Now I need to remove the connector, and as you can see, it's full of washing fluid. Next I can unplug the hose for the washing fluid. I just have to pull it out straight. And finally I just have to remove the three 10mm bolts holding the mechanism. And now I should be able to pull it out. It's a bit fiddly. And here we go. It's out. So the problem with this system is that the BMW decided to slightly over-engineer it, and so it sends the washing fluid through the center of the shaft to the washing nozzle. And of course, as you can see, the shaft rusts out after a while and it plugs the nozzles, and that creates overpressure, which means that the seals or the O-rings on the shaft can no longer hold pressure, and then the washing fluid gets inside of the mechanism, inside of the gear, and that eventually causes a lot of corrosion and it just stops working. Let's see what hides beneath. I can already see signs of corrosion. Let's see how bad it is. And here's the money shot. Yeah, it's nasty. So when the mechanism comes to a point where it's just too rusted out, it's gonna block, and then this worm gear is gonna spin and destroy the plastic gear. So this is a very common failure point on the rear wipers on BMWs. Let's see the state of the shaft. Yeah, well, okay, maybe it's still usable, although it looks like that there is some serious damage here. Okay, let's take it out. Here you can see the position sensor. Next step, try and clean this out. Well, I inspected all of the components and I realized that this rusted out tip of the shaft should actually seal on this 90-degree fitting. So if I put shaft back and I put this intermediate plate in between, I can see that this whole area here should be a sealing area, and this is quite obviously not the case anymore. Okay, so what's the solution to this problem? Well, since I do have the luxury of possessing a lathe, I think that maybe I should be able to somehow resurface this area so it would seal here. Yeah, let's see what I can do. Okay, so here's the plan. Since this part of the shaft is unusable, I'm going to turn it down a little bit on the lathe, and then I've made an aluminum bushing, and this bushing is gonna slide on top of this tip, and this diameter is slightly larger than the original so that the seal can have a good grip. So let me show you how this looks like now. So it fits on and it should be able to rotate freely, and since this is aluminum, I think that it's gonna last a little bit longer, although I know that probably stainless steel bushing would do the best here, but you know, you have to work with what you have. The fit on the bushing is slightly loose, so I'm going to use a bearing retaining compound. Now this compound works for loose tolerances and it should keep the bushing in place and sealed up without any issues. I'm going to apply it generously and slip it on. Now I have to let it cure for 12 hours. And now I can take off a couple of tau just to center it. Here's the final result, and I hope this will work. The fit is now nice and snug. However, the new problem is that since the bushing is wider, it doesn't clear this plastic piece, so it is too big. So I will have to widen that, and let's measure the new dimension just slightly below 7 millimeters. So that means that I can take a 7 millimeter drill bit and just enlarge the hole. Let's see. Okay, it is slightly on the tighter side, but to be honest, I don't really mind that. I think it's gonna be just fine. Now it's time to assemble it. I've already greased the worm gear and the plastic gear, so it's nice and ready. However, before I reassemble everything, I need to make sure that this gear is in the correct initial position. So what I want to do is reconnect it to the car and let the control unit initialize it, so it's gonna put it back into initial position. I have to make sure that the gear doesn't slip out. Okay, let's disconnect it. I'm going to mark the position. And now I can start greasing up the shaft. I'm going to use standard regular grease because I don't really have anything else. It will just have to do, I guess. Copious amount of grease should be the right amount. There is a small O-ring on the other side of the shaft, on the outside, so make sure you don't lose it. So far so good. And now let's try and press in the nozzle. The moment of truth. I hope this works. Oh yeah, I just remembered I forgot to film how to remove this plastic nozzle. Well, basically you just have to take pliers and squeeze the little prongs, and on the other side you have to use flat screwdriver to pry it apart, and you have to do it one by one, and eventually it will release and you will be able to remove it. Okay, let's do this. It's not working. Why is this not working? Maybe I should put it on before I put on the cover. Okay, let's try this piece of wood underneath. Okay, that worked. It's back together. Attempt number 2. Uh-oh. There's still a little bit of gap here. I think I didn't take into account something. Yep, it's coming apart again. I took off about 2 millimeters from the bushing. Let's try again. And it fits. Yay, nice. Torque screws go back in. And it's ready to be reinstalled. The 3 10mm bolts have to be torqued to 10 Newton meters. Connector goes back in and the hose reattached. And now one very important thing: before reattaching the wiper blade, you have to activate the mechanism. Okay, with the mechanism reset, I can now place the wiper, and I'm going to go for this line here on the rear glass. Now comes the spring washer and the nut. And this nut has to be torqued to 9.5 Newton meters. Don't ask me why so specific. I'm going to hold by the wiper blade and I'm just going to give it a test run. Everything looks good. Let's put the wiper back down and try again. Okay, the wiper blade is working. And now for the most important part: will the washer fluid come out here or through the mechanism? Let's give it a go. Okay, it's coming out here. I've cleaned the nozzle and make sure that there's no debris inside. And now I can put back the cover. I can rotate the nozzle slightly so that it matches the cutout. So let's do that. And now it looks good. Okay, the final try. Yay, it works! Let's inspect for any leaks. And so far it looks okay, but of course only time will tell how long this repair will last. I don't expect it to last forever, maybe a couple of years. Well, I guess this is still a good option if you don't wanna spend, I don't know, probably insane amount of money to replace the wiper motor just because of this silly design choice. I will definitely keep my eyes on this and make sure that there are no leaks in the future. I will also make sure that the nozzle doesn't get clogged, because I expect some rust particles to come back and clog it. So yeah, just observe it and clean it when necessary. And this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing for more content like this. Keep zen and continue the art of BMW maintenance. And happy wiping!